Welcome to the new Vaudeville Revue, coming from the beautiful Colonial Theater in downtown Belfast. This show is made possible with the generous support of the following sponsors: Viking Lumber Company, Rollies Bar and Grill, the Belfast Co-op Store, Consumers Fuel, Coyote Moon, Argentine Tango in Belfast, Camden National Bank, Cold Mountain Builders, Village Soup, Colonial Plastering, Pam McKean, licensed massage therapist, the Colonial Theater. This is Ando Anderson, and I take you now to Dreamland in the beautiful Colonial Theater. Welcome to the new Vaudeville Revue. Our house band, Willie Kelly, Jeff Dinsmore, and Paul DeLisio. Yeah! Excellent. Okay, got a couple of things to say to our TV audience. If you... You've never heard this before. But anyway, our shows are performed live in front of a studio audience. If you'd like to come to these studio shows, it's going to be the first Sunday of every month. Tickets are on sale at the Colonial Theater box office. Also, if you hear applause or laughter during the show, it's not pre-recorded. It actually comes from organic, free-range audience. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. You know, a lot of us here spend a fair amount of time in the co-op, and it provides, a lot of new activities that we don't really know about. Like, I once even had like a, what do they call it, a facial, an organic facial on my face. And been to art openings there, but probably the biggest thing for me is going to wine tastings. It's like a real ritual, It's great, you go there, you drink wine. But, it's like rituals everywhere. There's forms to be followed, and there's rules of decorum. And how does our experience, just in our own time-honored activities, get us ready for these new rituals? And this next skit, a new Vaudeville Revue, examines the interaction of the old and the new.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Jim. Hey, Clyde.
Hey, Al.
Hey, Al.
How's it going?
Okay.
Hey, do you guys remember that time when Clyde was saying, how we shouldn't just drink our beer, we should really try tasting it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I brought some over to give it a shot. Instead of just standing around, drinking beer, talking about what we normally talk about, we can stand around, drink beer, and talk about beer.
Okay.
Okay?
Fine with me.
Okay. So I brought over some glasses for us, because that's how it goes. Now, it might feel a little funny at first to be drinking beer out of a glass, but get over it. It's part of the routine. I was looking it up on the internet. All right. Now, we're going to start with unnatural ice. This is a fine Milwaukee brew. Only the... Wait! Before we taste, we smell. That's the first part, okay? So...
Oh, it smells like my shed floor.
You really got to get your nose in there, okay? Really get it in there. Connect it to nature, fruits and nuts, crap like that.
Huh, mossy.
Yeah?
Yeah, like damp earth.
Yeah, it's like a culvert with rushing water.
Work boots.
Yeah. Definite leather overtones. Yep. Okay, the second thing we do is we hold it up and we look at it. Look at all them bubbles.
Millions of them.
It's like the sparkling wine at my wedding.
Alka-Seltzer.
It's a pretty color, like a hay, like a field ready for hay.
Now we taste. Cheers.
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 Fine to me.
It's good.
Yep.
Cool.
Crisp.
Except now my mouth's getting a little dried out.
Stale.
Cheers.
Good idea, Clyde. Much better. Much better. Okay. The second beer I brought over to try out is Willard Lights. This is another fine Milwaukee brew, also nicknamed the sparkling wine of beers. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
It's completely odorless.
Like opening an empty box.
It's darker.
Darker.
Yep.
A lot darker.
No bubbles.
He's right. It's like Willard Light's not all there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's running on 3 cylinders. Sorry, Clyde.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Doesn't it take you back? I remember my first beer out in the shop with Pa putting in a transmission. I remember he put his arm around me that day. Hard ass. He never would do that, but he did that day. He put his arm around me and he said, "Son, if I ever catch you in my liquor cabinet..."
Goes down easy. You probably wouldn't have to take a shower after drinking this all night.
Girl beer.
Yeah.
All right. For our third and final beer to taste, I brought the one, the only, Jugweiser. The queen of beers. This is a March 2006 vintage.
Oh, that was a good month.
Yeah.
I don't smell anything.
That's all right, Clyde. Let's just look at it. Wow, this is the lightest of the bunch, like lemonade. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Goes
Yep,
nice.
that's the one.
You know, the second nose isn't as good as the first nose, but it had a distinct essence of Jerusalem artichoke with just the vaguest hint of rhubarb.
So, ladies and gentlemen, right now we're going to introduce our poet of the month. Please welcome, a warm Waldo County welcome, to Susan Parness. We get this right. Can you come just a little bit? Is that okay?
That's great, I think. I'm a crone, which, by the way, is not a negative. It merely indicates an old person, an antique, who raps and does not memorize. White crone rap is slower, full of good, profound enunciation. The rapper makes an effort to be hella cool. Yo, y'all, sup? Know what I'm saying? WCR has an excellent rhythm. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. So here's a sample. Where my drummer at? Yankadee. 5 years ago, I came to Maine because living in San Francisco became full of ennui, i.e., boring. Maine represented survival, a revival of my spirit. So I'm from away, but I wanna stay. I live 6 miles away in Swanville. I'm here for good, proud of the Swanville hood. Close to Swan Lake, where you're warned if you swim here, you may get a rash. So I call Walter Ash for an explanation. He says, I represent Belfast, dear. You're near, but not here. But I will say, don't shuck with the ducks. And he'll be okay. I shop at Rennie's. I walk at Moose Point. Exercise my mature adult joints. And sometimes smoke a few. As a newcomer, I have the chutzpah to say I'm calling MBNA to scream bummer. Stop buying all the land, Disneyfying everything in sight. Maybe you don't pollute the bay, but you do pollute our souls, creating big holes in our pocketbooks and screwing up the look of Belfast. I love weavers, the MB cleaners, shop the Co-op and Ames, chow at the Weather Vane, Maine. I love it here. I love the Independent. I have a crush on Daniel Krajak. In fact, I joke that I stalk him. But I really just want to talk to him about recipes. Feeling no pain, feeling so sane, Maine. So that was then. Now 5 years have elapsed and I have passed from ecstasy into normality. Still happy, but not so disgustingly sappy about Maine. In fact, guess what? I actually have some peeves. Like, I have to speak in Hmong, H-M-O-N-G, or tongue, to keep my conversation private. I am afflicted with severe cabin fever every year. Can't get my frozen ass in gear until late May, when I throw myself into the frigid bay. And then some vegan, flower essence sniffing, homeopathic, shamanic, Buddhist, naturalist, green, purist cry. That's where you do your laps. You're not afraid of catching the clap. Or some other pap, below me, homie. I wonder how many times can I eat at the same old places. Chow, margarita, pizza at Chase's, Darby's, Dudley's, Dockside. All the damn fine, but all of the time I need something ethnic, not Maine, New England, American fried. So I amble to the Gothic for ice cream. Lavender flavor, if you please. Geez, perfect for a person of my persuasion. Then there's the same old fights, keeping big boxes out, standing with the woman in black to bring our soldiers back, instead of screaming at MBNA, pleading with B of A. Don't go, pay, stay. 6,713 people, 3 newspapers, but hey, I like to read about the school budget crisis thrice. Voters saying no dice. It's a fascinating triptych. Continue to find new delights, the UU Church where everyone's welcome. Nashon and Nation provide first-class sounds. Love abounds for all, straight, gay, homosexuals, polymorphous, hermaphrodites, lesbians. The whole congregation appears to be professional thespians. Once a burly, now slim Hurley, still our titular leader, lets us use his spectacular Art Deco theater. Of course, Therese has to be mentioned here too. Then there's the new stores. Yo Mama. Even Barack Obama shops there. And that mystifying Kabbalah-like puzzling scrambling name. State Job Lot Ocean? Ocean Job State Lot? What? I've switched my crush to Ando. That piece of eye cando. That's cando, not condo. I don't want to talk to him about recipes, just about what my fees might be. Tease him by calling him Arlo, yo, so I'm seizing the day. Planning to stay here in Belfast, north of the equator, very close to Canada. Northeastern part of the USA.
Susan Parness, a tall rapper. Yeah. Welcome, if you will, once again, the great band Tree by Leaf. So I wonder, you guys got any new CDs or anything coming out? Any news about things that are coming up?
Well, we have a great website,
Oh, really?
treebyleaf.org.
Oh,
Yes.
cool.
And we have CDs for sale at all times. Underneath Cliff's overcoat, you'll see it later for sale.
All righty.
Wasted put your thumbnail to Sister Man. This is the way that the world went. This is the way that the world went. And the fever is almost free. And the foot could never outrun the wheel. This is the way that the world went.
Tree-by-leaf. Nice dog. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Your mother's coming to visit. The bathroom's not so lovely, and the toilet seat gave me a splinter.
I was on the roof repairing the shingles, but I can make a quick trip over to Viking Lumber.
Viking lumber! Do they have toilet seats?
Oh, my darling, they have everything for us to repair our happy home.
Viking Lumber, Warren, Vinyl Haven, Lincolnville Beach, Hancock, and Belfast, Maine. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to say goodbye. We'd like to thank lots of folks. Melissa Honeybell, our applause girl. Songman Glenn Dubois, our producer Pam McKean, Garrett Siri, Susie, Cliff Young of Tree by Leaf, Nathan Hillman, Cousin Paris, Rick and Joyce, thank you for the support. Great house band, Jeff Dinsmore, Willie Kelly, Paul D'Alessio. Mike and Trees for letting us use this great place. Actors Jenny Tibbetts, Kristen Burkholder, and Peter Conant. And if you'll be so kind, please look on the back of your program and sing When You're Smiling with us. When you're smiling, when